learners. Welcome to our English class. It's since some times we have been learning literary forms, and in today's class, let's see some details about or ideas about tragicomedy, one of the finest literary forms. Yes, as you can see there, we are going to have the introduction of tragicomedy. The name suggests that it's a blend of tragedy and comedy. It's a mixture of tragedy and comedy. The name itself suggests it, and it's a type of Elizabethan and Jacobean drama. Before that period, there was no tragic comedy. Only tragedies were there. They were very famous, and from the time of Elizabethan and Jacobean, this tragicomedy has become famous, and it intermingles the standard characters and subject matter and on the typical plot forms of tragedy and comedy. It's quite simple and a normal matter that it mingles the tragedy and comedy characters, subject matter, and plot forms. There it is. Important characters in this category included both people of high degree and people of low degree. As you can see, or as we name, or as we know, in tragedy, um, the writer or the dramatist prefers to select the characters from the high level strata of society, right? And in a recent days, in tragedy also, the characters have been selected from the middle class. But in tragic comedy, there will be a selection of characters from high degree of society or rank of society as well as low rank of society. There, tragicomedy. Tragicomedy represented a serious action which threatened a tragic disaster to the protagonist. One of the sides of plot is serious action, which threatens the tragic disaster of the protagonist or to the protagonist. But in an abrupt reversal of circumstance, it turns at the end happily. Uh, the turn is not expected. That is why it is called as abrupt reversal of circumstance, so that the protagonists climax ends with a happy mode, right? That is the special quality of tragicomedy. A god is lawful in tragedy and so in tragicomedy. The characteristics of tragedy is also implemented in tragicomedy as a lawful god. It is also implemented there in tragicomedy. Middle class people is mean in comedy, so as in tragicomedy as well. In comedies, the middle class people have been selected, have been chosen to be a part of the characters, so they will be treated as mean. That is same in tragic comedy as well. As we can see, it's a blend of comedies characters. Yes, John Fletcher's statement in his preface to the Faithful Shepherdess about tragic comedy is it wants deaths, that is it lacks in center of its characteristics or center of its plot, which is enough to make it no tragedy, right? Actually in tragedy there will be deaths, but in tragic comedy there will be no deaths, right? That is how it is tragedy but not tragedy, right? And it brings some near it. There will be no death, but the characteristics, the important protagonist characters will come near death, but they will not be having the deaths on the stage or in the story itself, which is enough to make it no comedy. Because in comedy there will be no disastrous impact on the characters. That is why it is not at all a comedy, just because it doesn't have any death like action on the stage, but it will be having a near death. That is why it is a tragedy, and there will be no death. That is why it's a comedy. Wonderful kind of literature, literary form. which must be a representation of a familiar people. In tragic comedy, there will be people from all class, people will be of classes or representing the total strata of society. To be particular, to know it better, let's have some exemplar dramas from a famous writer, that is Shakespeare. Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice is an exceptionally tragic comedy. Yes, as let me tell you the story only in 2-3 lines. In Merchant of Venice, there is a character called Shylock. Actually, he is a merchant, as well as Antony, right? And his friend Bassanio, Antonio. There is a lady called Portia. These are the people from all class, from high class as well as middle class as well as lower class, and there will be a threat to the life of Antonio, that is a tragical character, but there is an abrupt change in the circumstance by the intervene of Portia's argument, so that it will become no tragedy at all. And there are some characters which make it as a comedy, right? A beautiful example, try to read it. Now it mingles aristocracy with lower class characters. It means here Merchant of Venice, about Merchant of Venice we are speaking. It mingles, it blends, it mixes aristocratic characters with lower class characters. Aristocratic is Jewish merchant Shylock. Yes, Jewish merchant Shylock is the aristocratic character, and lower class is a clown called Lancelot Gobbo. Right? That is how the things go on in that tragic comedy. Developing threat of death to Antonio is suddenly reversed at the end by Portia's ingenious casuistry in the trial scene. That is how wonderful impact of the things there. Yes, try read Merchant of Venice. Francis Beaumont and Fletcher wrote Philaster and other fine tragicomedies. Try reading them also. They inaugurated a mode of tragicomedy that employs the romantic and fast-moving plots of love, jealousy, trickery, intrigue, and disguises. Amazing concepts, amazing tactics to use in tragicomedy, that is the concept of love, the concept of jealousy, the concept of trickery, the concept of intrigue, then the concept of disguises used by Francis Beaumont and Fletcher in their tragicomedies. These things ends in a melodramatic reversal of fortune for the protagonists. As we know, there will be a reversal from nearly death to a lovely life living in future. Those protagonists hitherto seemed headed for a tragic catastrophe, but it changes in an unexpected way. And another beautiful example is Shakespeare's Cymbeline and The Winter's Tale are also popular tragicomedies. The name tragicomedy is sometimes also applied more loosely to plays with double plots. There will be a plot with tragedy, one that will be serious, and another is comic plot. Example, the Gloucester story and the story of King Lear in King Lear. But King Lear must not be considered as tragicomedy. It's a purely tragedy. Yes, the best example for double plot we are telling about double plot is with comedy and serious plot is the story of Falstaff in the play Henry IV. Falstaff is very famous for a comedy, and the King Henry IV will be facing the difficulty as usual always. And yes, about tragic comedy, you are supposed to read more from these books. Yes, please read. And there will Abraham M.H. It's a glossary of literary terms, very simple and concise and very informative book for you people to read about literary forms, literary terms, as well as everything about literature. Yes, thank you very much for watching. Keep reading, keep rocking. Meet you with another video. Thank you very much.